Video today. I am talking about my late slate lineups. I typically don't do the two-game late slate, but I had some crowns, had a lot of time to build lineups. Didn't have enough time to build lineups during the main slate, so I just hopped in here to play some late night games. The two 10 o'clock games with Los Angeles, Anaheim, Ottawa, Edmonton. So let's just jump into this slate. So, in both my lineups, you will see my objective here was to just build away from Connor McDavid. I wanted to build off away from Connor McDavid because um, he was 90 something hundred. He was like 90 hundred, almost around 10K, and he was going for about 50 to 60% ownership. So I typically don't like to play expensive chalk, especially in hockey, where I could avoid it. So to get different here, I went with a more mid-range build at center. So I played Kopitar. Kopitar projected fairly well. To me, he just seemed like a better price per dollar play at 6,900. So I didn't go all the way down with both my centers, but I also didn't go all the way up in this lineup for McDavid. So with Kopitar, I correlated with Afalo, Darty, and Carter. So I got some pretty cheap pieces on a first line that was going super low owned. I thought this line has some decent upside. Um, I did give up some median projection, going from McDavid down to Kopitar, but I thought with the amount of leverage that I was getting, that it would be worth it to bank on Los Angeles first line with Kopitar, Afalo, Doughty, and Carter than it would be to play McDavid. Did it shake out that way? No, but I still think going into this late slate, that was a pretty good mindset to have. Then I threw Peterson in there, correlated a cheaper goalie with my top stack. Again, I thought if you're going to play the top line and you have faith they're going to score and they're going to win, you might as well just throw in the cheap goalie. He did well, 40 saves, 2 goals against. The only piece on Los Angeles that did well, the 40% ownership didn't really bother me because I had low owned Kopitar, low owned Follow, low owned Carter. That eating that 40% ownership really didn't hurt me here. So then on the other side, I went with Norris, I went with Brown, I went with Yamamoto, and I went with Zativ. Went again with the cheaper side of that game. Instead of playing the Edmonton pieces, I just went on the other side. Played the Ottawa pieces here on the line one. None of them hit. Like, what can I say? But again, they were cheap, they were low owned, and they gave me enough leverage on a 2 game slate where I really, really felt like I had a good shot at first, but it just didn't work out here. If anything, actually, I'll save what I was just about to say here. So this other lineup here, come on, didn't hit. So I did play Driscoll at 8,400. Um, I wanted to play Driscoll over McDavid because I liked the Edmonton 2 line. Um, there was a lot of good things on the Edmonton 2 side of it that I thought would do well. So in this, come on now. So I played Driscoll in the second line. I ate the ownership here at 63%. I played Driscoll over McDavid because I thought that the second line would be easier to correlate because the second line pieces were cheaper. So I played Driscoll. I played Yamamoto at 4,800, who did well. And did I play anybody else here on the Edmonton side? And I played Lagarson at 2,500, cheap defenseman. So pairing line 2 was easier than pairing line 1 with Driscoll over McDavid, which had the ripple effect of correlating Yamamoto and Lagasson. I also went on the Ottawa side, played some more Norris, played Tamarok, played Riley. Paying up for wing was another contrarian build. Not a lot of people were paying up for wing because a lot of people wanted McDavid. So this was another leverage point that I used. Got Tamarok sub 30, which was pretty good. Played Gibson on the other side of that game because I didn't want to play the other LA pieces because I liked the pieces from Anaheim. So overall, this is how I built my lineups. Some of the leverage points I use to get different from the field. Paid up at positions where people were paying down. Paid down at positions where people were paying up. Stacked the second line when nobody else wanted to. Unfortunately, this did not work out. Not all of them are going to work out. I could have had thought out of some more different constructions, but overall, I am happy with these lineups because it did have a good shot at first. So yeah, thank you for watching my first ever late slate hockey breakdown. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like my video, give it a thumbs down. And I'll see you on the next one.